Hi, I'm Blair Gilbert, aka Mr. Hardware, here from MrHardware.com and Gilbert's Pro Hardware in St. Clair Shore. We're going to do a quick dissertation today on fertilizers. Take some confusion out of it. All these fertilizer companies have a 4-step program. And what it boils down to is a pre-emergent to kill crabgrass, a topical broadleaf weed killer, a fertilizer, and then a fall fertilizer. So what's this all for is the crabgrass, your first step is to kill a weed that is very hard to kill. It is a flat grass. This is a picture of it in the fall as it's going to seed. Through the summer it grows kind of flat and it's very hard to pull, very hardy weed. Easy to kill this time of year as long as you use a pre-emergent. You have from when the ground gets 56 degrees to about your 4th cutting. After the 4th cutting, that weed gets so strong, it's hard to kill. Now, a lot of people don't have crabgrass. Low maintenance, cut the grass high, you've killed the crabgrass over the years. Your neighbors have killed the crabgrass, you don't have a lot of it blown in your yard. What we do here at Gilbert's Pro Hardware is we skip the crabgrass killer and we'll throw in a 4-step program. We'll substitute Milorganite. Because the Milorganite, if I don't have any crabgrass, I don't need to put any poisons or weed killers in my lawn I don't need. Milorganite happens to carry phosphorus. Most of these other fertilizers, as we look at the numbers on the fertilizer, they're showing nitrogen, phosphorus, potash. Nitrogen is what makes the grass grow fast and green. The phosphorus is what promotes root growth, but our government, the EPA, is a little worried about it causing algae blooms in the lakes, so they've had it taken out of all of the fertilizers. See, we have, and then the last number is potash. Potash helps make grass more drought resistant and makes it more hardy for the winter time. So what happens is we look at all these fertilizers, we'll take a quick look at the fall fertilizer. The fall fertilizer has a lot of potash in it. That makes the lawn hardy and strong for the winter times. So back to the Milorganite, we don't need to put any crabgrass killer down. We'll substitute Milorganite. The good thing with the Milorganite is great for when you're seeding. So if your lawn's thin, you have some bare spots, and you want to throw some seed down, well, crabgrass killer will kill your seeds. So you can't grow grass when you're putting down crabgrass killer. So we substitute the Milorganite. I can put that down, I can reseed the lawn. So step 1, if I don't have crabgrass, will be Milorganite. Plus, as I said, it's also good for the flower beds. Step 2, the crabgrass can go on as soon as the ground turns 56 degrees, or typically when you've mowed it once. Then this covers you for a month. About a month from now or so, you'll start getting some broadleaf weeds. You get dandelions, you get some other grasses that have leaves, and the leaves are kind of broad. That's where a topical weed and feed comes in handy, because the weed and feed will go down, but the weed and feed has to go down on a wet lawn. It goes down on a wet lawn so that this can stick to the leaf, and the weed will suck it in, and then it will kill the weed. So weed and feed, 2 things. Weed and feed can't be put down before the weeds have started to grow leaves, or it won't work, and it has to be put down on a wet leaf, so it'll stick to the leaf and then kill it. So weed and feed, too many people buy it and put it down early. Weed and feed is not until you've mowed the lawn 4 or 5 times and the weeds have started to develop. The fertilizer, step 3, is just a plain old good fertilizer. Just helps enrich the soil, keep the grass strong, help it spread, and just keep it healthy. The thicker the lawn is, the stronger it is, the more disease resistant it will be, the harder bugs will be to take a hold on it. And if you cut it long, you should always cut the lawn as long as you can. The longer the grass is, the better it holds moisture against drought, and the more it chokes out weeds. If the grass is tall, the weeds can't get going because they can't get any sunlight to start growing. The last step, as we said, is for the fall. Now, if you are not into fertilizing, you're not going to do any fertilizing at all, the best time to fertilize a lawn, if you're only going to do it once, is the fall fertilizer. It makes it strong, helps it get through the winter, and helps it come up strong in the spring.